Hi everyone, welcome and welcome back to Crystal Vision 1111. This is a general love reading for the collective. Not all of the messages that come through in this reading may apply to everyone. So please only take in from this reading what speaks to your soul and what resonates for you and for your situation. And release the rest to the universe. So let's see what the universe wants to reveal for this reading today, please. What does the collective need to know? The Fool. What a great way to start the reading today, guys. Yes, this is all about your person getting ready to take a giant step forward and take a leap off that cliff and trust in what they feel in their heart and allow the universe and you to catch them on the way down. The Fool is a card that tells us your person wants to start over with you. They do want to hit that reset button with you and give you guys an opportunity to start fresh. The Fool is ruled by the planet Uranus. You guys probably already know that because we talk about it. And this tells us that all of a sudden, out of the blue, things will get really different because the planet Uranus is the planet of unexpected things and anything can happen. Without any warning, all of a sudden you can be receiving communication from your person and they will be working their way back to you. But this Fool is very much about your person taking this step of faith, taking this leap of faith and coming back towards you to start over with you. Let's see what else we need to know for this reading. What does the collective want to reveal? What does the collective need to hear? What does the universe want to tell us today, please? Death. Wow. Okay. This is the Phoenix rising from the ashes, and I love this artist's rendition of the Death card. This deck, by the way, is the Shadowscapes Tarot, and the colors are just so gentle and so beautiful in this deck. Death is about transformation and change, and the Phoenix on this card is that mythical bird that rises from the ashes of the destruction that they have created by their foolish behaviors. Yes, I'm talking about your person. And rising from the ashes to be restored and renewed because your person is going through the transformation and change that they need to go through in order to be a partner who can be there for you, who will show up for you and take this leap of faith with you and give you the kind of relationship that you're looking for. Death is ruled by Scorpio. So if you or your person have your sun, moon, or rising in Scorpio, again, this can be a place of validation that there is a message in this reading for you, but you don't have to be a Scorpio for this reading to work or resonate. This is more about the meaning of this card. This is really interesting because the Fool is about a major choice and the Death card is about a major change. So your person is making a major change in their life by making this major choice to make their way back to you. I hope you guys got that. I don't think I could repeat it if I had to. Let's see what else we need to know for this reading today, please. What does the universe want us to hear? What do we need to know? The Three of Swords. Well, this is how your person feels at the moment. They are feeling all of their emotions and they're feeling the loss of not having you in their life. The Three of Swords is a card of sorrow. It is a card of sadness. It's a card that tells us your person is acknowledging here that they brought all of this heartache and heartbreak that they are currently feeling upon themselves by acting foolishly, by creating the damage that they created in this relationship, and for not being the kind of partner that you need them to be. This is part of the change that's happening for your person. They are evolving and changing into becoming the partner that you need, who will give you the love that you deserve, who will show up for you and be there for you and be dependable and reliable towards you. The partner that will be accountable and responsible not only to you and to the universe, but to themselves in terms of rebuilding this relationship. Now, this Three of Swords card can also be how you are feeling at the moment. You're feeling sorrow, you're feeling sadness because this person is not in your life. But this Fool card starts this reading with such a powerful punch I don't think a reading's ever started with the Fool card. I can't remember, but I don't think so, because it really shocked me when this came out. Things are changing, and they are going to change for the better. It's just at the moment you are feeling this sorrow and sadness. And you know what, guys? It's okay for you to feel this sorrow and sadness. It's okay for you to feel the emptiness of not having this person in your life. But it's also okay for you to have hope and faith in the people upstairs, in your angels and guides, and in the universe, that they are doing what they can to drive this person's energy back towards you by allowing them and supporting them in taking this leap of faith and finding their way back to you. Let's see what else we need to know for this reading today, please. What does the universe want us to hear? See what the collective needs to know. What do we need to hear for this reading today, please? What needs to be revealed today? Well, judgment. Okay. Judgment is all about renewal. It is the card that tells us that, yes, your person does want this opportunity to start over with you. The Judgment card is the card of the resurrection, like when the archangel, I'm not sure if it's Gabriel or Michael. Does anybody know the archangel that blows the trumpet at the resurrection energy, at the resurrection, so that all of those souls can come up out of their graves? I'm not really sure. But judgment is about restoration of this relationship with your person. It's about renewal. It is about the regeneration and renewal of this connection, very much supporting the Fool card. That is all about starting over, but in a better space, because your person has gone through the transformation and change that they need to go through with this Death card. Death is also ruled by the planet Pluto, which is the planet of death and rebirth. Rebirth being the key word, because that is what this Judgment card is about as well. There are 3 major arcana on this top row. That gives this reading so far so much more power. But judgment is also about your person judging themselves and feeling the heavy weight of all of the sorrow and the conflict and the chaos that they brought upon themselves and upon you and this relationship. This is why they're going through this period of transformation and change, so that they can release their own guilt and their own stuff and their own things that have been keeping them or preventing them from being able to be full on in this relationship with you. And that is validated by them getting ready to take this giant step towards you with this leap of faith and making this major choice to be with you. Let's see what else we need to know for this reading. What does the collective need to hear? What do we need to know? What is happening here? The King of Cups. The King of Cups is a very powerful energy, guys, because the King of Cups is the perfect blending of passion and love. All kings are fire, but the King of Cups is also a water. So it's fire of water, fire and water. Lots of steam, lots of passion, and lots of love. The King of Cups is a water sign, so if you or your person have your sun, moon, or rising signs in Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, this is a place of validation that there is a message in this reading for you. You don't have to be a water sign for this reading to work or resonate, though. This is the energy of your person, validating that Death card, telling us that your person is growing up and finding that emotional maturity and stability that they need to be the partner you need them to be. The one who can be vulnerable, the one who can tell you how they feel, the one who will let down their guard and let you in, the one who will be there for you day after day, time after time, showing up for you in ways that they haven't shown up for you in the past. Because the King of Cups is someone who takes action. All kings take action. Many times the knights they think about things and they think about the actions that they're going to take. But kings move and groove. They get off their throne and they make things happen and they get things done. And this is going to be the energy of your person when they start making a beeline to your door when they start picking up their phone and start communicating with you. The King of Cups desires a long-term romantic partner. And this is someone who will have the emotional maturity and stability to be able to be the partner you need them to be. The person who left you was not the partner you needed them to be. There was something within them that was broken, that needed to be fixed, that needed to be healed, that needed to be transformed by the fire of spirit that comes with that phoenix that's rising from the ashes. But through your person's heartache and heartbreak that they're feeling for not having you in their life, they are healing those things. They are releasing the things that have held them back from being full on in this relationship with you, because this King of Cups energy is someone who wants to show up for you, someone who will be there for you, someone who will give you all of the love that you have ever desired from this person, someone who will tell you how they feel about you, but they will also back that up with their gifts, with their words, with their acts of service, and with their actions. So you will never doubt ever again how this person feels about you. No more reading between the lines, no more second guessing, no more tossing a coin because you're trying to figure it out. Your person will show up for you and be there for you in a way that you have never seen or experienced with them before. So let's see what else we need to know. What does the universe want to reveal? What does the collective need to hear? What do we need to know for this reading today, please? What does the collective need to know? The Page of Cups. What a beautiful card this Page of Cups is. Such beautiful colors of purple coral, and then the sea and the seaweed and the fish, and this beautiful mermaid holding her cup. This is a card that tells us your person knows they owe you an apology, and that apology is coming from your person. But pages do deliver messages, so this is also telling us that there's going to be communication coming from your person. They're going to reach out and communicate with you, and the King of Cups knows they have to take action because that is what they're going to do. And the King of Cups will show up in a big way, and they will shock you and they will surprise you, especially because this Fool card is all about expect the unexpected. All of a sudden, boom, everything is different because your person is reaching out. They're apologizing. That energy of the Page of Cups is about an apology, and they are asking you if you want to spend time with them, if you're willing to see them, if you're willing to talk to them, because this is about them communicating with you openly and honestly and being expressive of their feelings and putting everything out on the table so that you have your own understanding about why they did what they did, why they acted the way that they did, and you can know from this person that it was nothing to do with you, but something that they were going through, that something was broken inside of them, that they needed to heal, that they needed to release, so that they could show back up for you and be this partner who is full on in this relationship with you. The Page of Cups is also a water sign, like the King of Cups. Let's see what else we need to know for this reading. What does the universe want us to hear today, please? What do we need to know? What does the collective need to hear? The Moon. Well, the Moon energy is very strong in this reading for your person. They are dreaming about you, and they are daydreaming about you as well. Dreaming about you at night, daydreaming about you during the day. You are on this person's mind. But as well, with this Three of Swords being here, this is also about the sadness and the melancholy that your person feels for not having you in their life right now. They miss you. They long for you. They want to be with you. They want to spend time with you, but they are on the verge of doing something about it. And that is what the Fool and the King of Cups is about. But as well, the Moon is about illusions and your person blasting through all of the illusions that have been holding them back. And illusions are things that exist in our heads. They exist in our mind because that's where the fear monster lives, creating illusions, creating fears, creating doubts. Your person is working through these illusions that have held them back from this relationship with you, because it falls right beneath that death card, which is about the transformation and change that has been happening for your person during the time that you are away from one another, preparing for union. But as well, the moon tells us, for those of you who are doubting about this connection with your person and about them ever doing anything, that things are happening. Things are changing. You just can't see it yet. Just because you haven't heard from your person doesn't mean that they aren't doing the work. It's just that many times the universe doesn't let us see what is happening with someone until they are on the other side of that transformation and change, because it's better for us to get that communication from that person when they are on the other side of it rather than in the middle of it. And you may think it'll make you feel great if you just hear from your person and you can spend a day together, you can go for coffee and sit and talk, but then they disappear again. That they're not ready. That's because they're not ready. And that is going to make more confusion for you. Although it is hard to deal with that, you want to see them, you want to talk to them, and when you spend time with them, and they're not fully ready, it gives us this hope that yes, they're ready to move this connection forward, and then they disappear again. That's going to make you feel really crappy. That's going to make you feel your own sense of this sorrow, sadness, and melancholy, because you had this hope and then it was crushed. Because your person wasn't ready. They weren't fully on the other side of this transformation and change that they need to go through. This is why divine timing and trusting in the universe for that divine timing is so important in these connections. Your person needs to come out of this fire, and they need to emerge this transformed person who's not going to show up and then disappear again. They need to be full on ready for this relationship. But this King of Cups energy is someone who will be full on ready for this relationship. You just can't see these changes that are happening with your person yet because it's not time for you to see them. But they are happening. Transformation and change is happening. Renewal and restoration to this relationship is happening, and that is all over this reading. Let's see what else we need to know for this reading today, please. What does the universe want us to hear? What does the collective need to know? The King of Wands. Wow. Okay. The King of Wands. That is fire of fire. Kings, as we talked about with the King of Cups, all kings belong to the element of fire, but this King of Wands is all about fire. This is someone who's going to take action. The King of Wands is a fire sign, so if you or your person have your sun, moon, or rising signs in Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries, again, a place of validation that there is a message in this reading for you, but it is more important to understand the energy of the King of Wands. The King of Wands does not sit around. They take action. And when they have determined their course of action and what they're going to do, and they have their plan in place and they are ready to act on it, they will come at you with the biggest whoosh that you have ever felt in your life, especially because this reading starts with the Fool, which is about expecting the unexpected. King of Wands energy, your person, yes, has a lot of passion for you. There is a lot of fire in that King of Wands card, because the King of Wands is about passion, but also spiritual growth, and also about taking the action that they need to take to get what they want. And the King of Wands energy does not lack determination. Neither does the King of Cups. The King of Wands energy does not lack courage. They don't lack confidence. And when they set their sights on what they're going to go for, they will do what it takes to get that thing. And that thing, that object of their desire, is you. This King of Wands energy is coming for you in a huge way. This is about them coming at you all of a sudden, out of the blue, You're not even going to be expecting it. So if you need a glam up, let me try that again. If you need a glam up, guys, now would be the time to start doing that, because this person is on the verge here with this Fool card of starting to make things happen. Let's see what else we need to know for this reading. What does the universe want to reveal? What does the collective need to hear? What is happening? The Lovers. Doesn't get much better than that. Actually, let me just say, this is a rock-on reading for you guys today. These cards are amazing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 major arcana cards. The Lovers. The Lovers is all about a decision for love. Your person making that major choice and major change for love. The Lovers is a card of making a decision, but the Lovers is also a card that tells us your person wants to reconcile with you. The Lovers is ruled by Gemini, so Sun, Moon, or Rising in Gemini. This also tells us that you and your person could be in a twin flame connection, because the Lovers is ruled by Gemini, which means the twins. Or you could be soulmates, because the Lovers is about a union of hearts and a union of souls. So please just take that as it resonates. Some of you are in soulmate connections. Some of you are in twin flame connections. You know what kind of situation it is between you and your person. So please just take that as it applies to you. But the Lovers is about reunion. But ultimately, the Lovers is the card of union between divine feminine and divine masculine. Let's see what else the universe wants us to hear for this reading today, please. What does the universe want us to know? What does the collective need to hear? The Magician. Somehow I had a feeling the Magician was going to show up. Yes, and it does. This tells us your person is finding the confidence and the strength within them to get up off that throne and reach out to you. Another major arcana card. Your person sees you as someone who is magical. They are attracted to you on every single level: mental, emotional, spiritual, and definitely physical, with all the passion that comes with that King of Wands energy. But this card tells us your person is going to manifest within them the strength, the courage, the power, the confidence that they need to reach out and communicate with you to get this ball rolling. Remember, King of Wands and King of Cups energy do not lack confidence. They will show up for you. And this person will show up for you in a way that you probably haven't seen from this person ever, because they are all about doing what it takes to show up in a bigger, better way than they ever have before. They are at the moment, though, really feeling this heartache of not having you in their lives. So we're going to use some message cards now. This is one of our decks, Twin Flame Soul Messages. There is a link in the description for these cards. But let's see what else we need to know about this person. What is happening in this connection? What does the universe want us to reveal? What messages does the collective have for us? I wish I was as strong as you. You are my rock, and you are this person's rock. And they are finding that strength, that courage, and confidence within them now that they're going to need to show up for you, because this person may actually fear that you may not take them back. You may not be willing to talk to them, that you may reject them. But they are finding that strength and confidence, and we have that supported with the King of Wands, the King of Cups, and the Magician. But they do see this strength in you, and they feel so very grounded when they are with you. You have this grounding energy about you, and that is something that this person is missing at the moment. Let's see what else we need to know for this reading. What does the universe want us to hear today? What does the collective need to know? I know we are deeply connected. Well, yes, you are deeply connected to this person. There is this strong spiritual counterpart connection between you and this person. You have felt it. They have felt it. They felt it in the instant the two of you met. But perhaps they weren't willing to acknowledge that back then, but they are acknowledging it now because they can feel it and they can sense it, and therefore they know it. Let's see what else the universe wants to reveal for this reading. What does the collective need to know? What does the universe want to reveal? What do we need to hear, please? I know I need to apologize. Well, yes. And that comes back to the energy of that Page of Cups. Yes, your person is saying here they need to apologize. And that is one of the very first things that they will do when they start communicating with you. Although I do feel that this is something they want to do in person as opposed to on the phone or through a text, because they want you to see the sincerity and the truth and the authenticity in their eyes when they apologize to you. What else does the universe want to reveal for this reading today, please? What does the collective need to hear? What do we need to know? I feel so much passion when I think of you. I want to make love to you. Well, woohoo for that. Yes, we talked about the passionate connection that is here between you and your person. And there definitely is this passion that comes with that King of Wands, but also the Magician. And this is not about them just wanting to, I'm going to put it there with the King of Wands because that's where it belongs. This isn't about them just wanting to have a hookup for some nookie. This is them expressing that the connection between the two of you is a very intense passion. And it is because of this connection that you share with them. If you think about all the lifetimes you've been with this person, and every lifetime you've made it work with this person and you have been together in this romantic relationship with this person, all of the passion and all of the love for all of those lifetimes have converged in this present one. That is why the intensity of this connection between you and your person is off the chart. That's why it's so intense. All of those lifetimes coming together in this one. Of course, it's going to be intense. Let's see what else we need to know for this reading. What does the collective need to know? What does the universe want to reveal? What do we need to hear, please? I'm still desperately longing for you. Yes, but this reading does tell us your person is going to do something about this desperation, because the King of Wands and the King of Cups are not desperate. The King of Wands and the King of Cups take action because they are determined. But this comes back to that Three of Swords, about your person longing for you and missing you and wanting to be with you because they are feeling the sorrow and sadness of not having you in their life right now. Let's see what else we need to know for this reading. What does the universe? When I lost you, I lost me. Well, yes, they did lose themselves because you are their rock. You are their comfort. You are their anchor. You are their strength. But your person is finding the strength that they need within themselves just now to show up for you in a bigger, better way than they ever have. What else do we need to know for this reading today, please? What does the collective need to hear? What does the universe want to tell us? What do we need to know? Believe me, it's not over yet. No, it is not over yet between you and this person. There is more to come. There is more to this story. There is more to this connection because you do have a love destiny to fulfill with one another. And that is right there with that Lover's card, because it is about the union of divine masculine and divine feminine. And there is more to your story. There is more to come because your person is having the wake-up call that they need. They are having the wake-up call that they desire. And that wake-up call is the Fool and that Death card beating on them, saying, wake up, it's time to go. Let's rock and roll and make things happen. And then with that King of Wands and King of Cups energies, your person is going to pick up the phone and do something to communicate with you. I can't get these straightened out, and it kind of makes me a little bit OCD, but I'm really not OCD, but it makes me a little bit crazy that they won't line up right. Let's see what else we need to know for this reading today, please. What does the collective need to know? What does the universe want to reveal? I feel broken up inside without you. Yes, and that makes sense. That Three of Swords, this swan here, well, the swan with the swords through it. I don't know if, yeah, it's kind of woohoo, because I do love swans, and swans are the symbol for soulmates and twin flames. But what this is telling us is your person feels lost without you. Well, they're lost without you, and they are really feeling broken up inside without you, because you are their rock. You are their strength. You give this person the energy, the confidence, the courage, and boosting their self-esteem and boosting their confidence in a way that they haven't felt or experienced before. You see the best in this person, and what this is saying is your person feels their best when you are in their life, and I'm sure that that is vice versa for you as well, and that is a major clue here for your person. And they have awakened to this fact that the two of you belong together. So let's see. Let me grab some more cards here and see what else we need to know for this reading. What does the universe want to reveal? What does the collective need to know? What is happening here in this situation? What does the universe want to reveal? What do we need to know? What does the collective need to hear, please? Well, metamorphosis. This very much supports that death card, doesn't it? Metamorphosis is all about change and the transformation that your person is going through. Here we do have a butterfly, a monarch butterfly that has just emerged from the cocoon. And as you know, the caterpillar becoming the butterfly is that symbolism for metamorphosis and change. So imagine your person being this sluggy looking little green caterpillar thing, going in and spinning this cocoon and emerging from that cocoon at the right time to become this butterfly. Because what happens if you try to get a butterfly to come out of its cocoon before it's ready? Right. It doesn't make it. It doesn't live. It doesn't become the butterfly. So that comes back to what we were saying earlier about, you know, kind of like this is depending on the divine timing of the universe. Because if you see your person or start talking to them before they are on the other side of that transformation that comes with that death card, and now this metamorphosis card as well, they will go back into the cocoon, and you don't want that to happen. So you will know when the right time is. Also, I love this card with these two flamingos. I think they're flamingos. They have flamingo beaks. How they put their heads together in that third eye bump and make that little heart shape with their necks. Beautiful imagery on that card. And that is this is the Enchanted Map Oracle. Some really cool imagery on these cards, guys. So we are using some more of our cards now. Speaking of cards, Elemental Goddess Oracle. There is a link in the description for these cards. And we are working on 4 or 5 new decks at the moment. And some of those will be tarot decks that actually have the meanings for the tarot decks on them. So as soon as those are available, we will let you guys know. So be on the lookout for that. So let's see what else the universe wants to reveal for this reading. What does the universe want us to know? What does the collective need to hear? What is happening? Dependable. Well, we talked about this throughout this reading, about how your person is going to be so much more dependable than they were in the past. And you will see this energy coming from your person like right out of the gate when they start talking to you. They want you to be able to depend on them. They want you to be able to trust them. And they are going to have to do the work to prove to you and to show you that you can depend on them, that you can trust them, that they will do what they say they're going to do. But honestly, guys, with the energy of that King of Wands and that King of Cups, they will do it. When this person shows up for you, they will be real, they will be authentic, they will be dependable, and they will be trustworthy, because this person doesn't want to go through their lives without you, because they're broken up inside without you. When they lost you, they lost themselves. They're longing for you, and they know the two of you belong together. So let's see what else we need to know for this reading today, please. What does the collective need to hear? What does the universe want to reveal? What is happening here? Strength. Yes, strength. Your person sees such great strength in you, and they are acknowledging here that you have overcome so much in your life with grace, with strength, by being the person that you are. But this is also telling us your person is finding the strength within them, and that is evident with this Magician, with that King of Wands, with that King of Cups, so that they can show up for you and do what it takes to restore this relationship, not to its former glory, but to something that is so much better than what it was before. Your person is also acknowledging here that, yes, you have a very strong connection. And they say that here somewhere, I know we are deeply connected. There is a strong connection between you and your person. They are acknowledging it. And if they did not acknowledge this with you before, they most certainly will be acknowledging this with you as you move this relationship back into union with each other, that reconciliation that comes with the lovers, and then moving it into the union of divine feminine and divine masculine. This is about your person showing up for you in bigger, better ways than they ever have, because they are finding that strength and that confidence that they need within them. That is part of the transformation that's been happening with that Death card for your person, and they are finding that strength now. Let's see what else we need to know for this reading. What does the universe want to reveal? What messages does the collective need to hear today, please? Nurturing. Well, yes, you have always been so very nurturing to your person, and they are acknowledging that because you are their rock. You have been their support structure. You have been their strength. You have been the person who believed in them even when they didn't believe in themselves. You nurtured them, you lifted them up, you supported them, you gave them advice, you boosted their confidence, you listened to their problems, and you gave them wise counsel, you gave them support. Sometimes you just listened to them as they talked about their stuff and allowed them to figure it out on their own. Nurturing is a very important component of a relationship. The relationship needs to be nurtured, and this is the energy that your person is going to present to you upon their return. They're going to want to nurture the relationship. They're going to want to water it, give it sunlight, give it love, give it all of the things that it needs to grow. But also you're going to see your person being more nurturing with you, giving you the support, the encouragement, supporting your hopes and dreams, listening to you, giving you advice, giving you counsel, being there for you, being the partner who is dependable, who is strong, who can be courageous, who can stand up to anything and everything that might try to interfere in this relationship, or anyone for that matter. Let me rephrase that quickly. Your person is going to nurture the bonds of this love, and they want to give you the nurture and love and compassion and generosity that you are entitled to as they show back up for you and present themselves to you as a romantic candidate. Let's see what else we need to know for this reading. What does the universe want us to hear today? What messages does the collective need from the universe? Desire. Well, yes, your person desires you. I want to make love to you. There's so much passion. I feel so much passion when I think of you. I want to make love to you, but that's not the desire that this is about. Although that desire is definitely part of it, guys. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. That is there, and that is part of the energy that is so intense in this connection. This is about your person desiring you. This is about your person doing what they need to show you that they desire you, and they will show up for you in a big way. Remember, that King of Wands is all about the passion. That King of Cups is all about the love. So you will be getting an equal dose of passion and love from your person. And this is about them desiring you in their life. This is about them desiring you to be their romantic partner, to be their person. This is about them desiring this relationship with you to run its course to the place of divine union that comes with the Lover's card. Your person's desire for you is not just a physical or passionate one. It is a spiritual one. It is a emotional one. It is one that tells us your person desires to build this life with you. They see this future with you, especially with the energy of the King of Wands and King of Cups and the Lovers. Those are cards of long-term partnership. They're cards that tell us your person sees this future with you. Especially that's also being supported by that Magician card. Your person just needs to take this leap of faith and take that plunge and trust that you will be there to catch them when they open the lines of communication with you. But that is something that's coming because your person wants to talk to you. They are in the process of transformation and change now. Remember, they're going through this metamorphosis. They are in that cocoon. And they will emerge from that cocoon. Instead of being a grubby little green caterpillar, they will emerge this beautiful butterfly. But they have to do it in their own time. To rush it, to push it, to try and get it to open too quickly will just cause them to shut back down and run back into that cocoon, or be the ostrich that buries its head in the sand, or become the hermit that goes and hides out up on the mountaintop again. And you don't want that to happen. Trust and have faith that the universe knows what it's doing. Have faith that your person has that strength and that power within them to go through the changes that they need to go through, to be this Page of Cups and show up and apologize, to show you that they have worked through and blasted past all of the illusions that have held them back in the past. That is what they are doing, because when this person shows up for you, they want to be your rock. And you guys can go be rocks together. Just kidding. That was a joke. But thinking of those pet rock things that used to be popular, I don't know, in the 80s or 70s, I don't know. This is about your person, though, seriously being your rock. They want you to be able to depend on them. They want to be strong for you. They want you to be the partner that you need them to be. And this is the energy that is happening in this reading as your person goes through the transformation and makes their way back to you. Expect the unexpected, guys. Anything can happen in the blink of an eye. All of a sudden, your phone could be ringing or dinging, and there is a call or a message coming in from your person, because the energy is intense between you and this person, and it looks like they're getting ready to start making their way back to you because they see a future with you. This is your reading for today, everyone. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this reading, please take a moment to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We appreciate all of you so very much. Blessings of peace, love, and light to all of you. Have a great day, everyone.